This week's Movie Monday is unforgettable. Not only are we taking you behind the scenes for Katherine Heigl's latest flick, but our resident movie critic returns this week to give us his review on The Promise and Free Fire. And if you're wondering if you should see it or rent it, Ryan J. is here with your answer.
Hey, I'm film critic Ryan J., and here are my reviews of the new movies now playing in theaters.
No one here is safe.
The Promise is inspired by the true story of the Armenian genocide by Turkey during the last days of the Ottoman Empire. 1.5 million were murdered, and to this day, the Turkish government still won't acknowledge it. That heinous history frames a love triangle where Christian Bale and Oscar Isaac compete for the affections of Charlotte Le Bon. This film begins as one of the more gorgeous movies of the year, with set design and costuming worthy of Oscar nominations. But the story itself lags, and turns out to be a very long and boring 2+ hours. While I did enjoy the cast and production value, The Promise is one to rent.
Let's buy some guns, eh?
Also new is Free Fire, a suspenseful and unpredictable comedic thriller that boasts one of the more intense shootouts I've ever seen on screen. If you dig Quentin Tarantino movies, you'll love this one. With excellent cinematography, perfect casting, and spot-on 1970s style, this film is a veritable masterpiece. When an illegal arms purchase goes awry, the setting becomes a secondary character. Caught inside an abandoned warehouse, the ensemble quickly unhinges. It's so well done, it could be dissected in a film studies class, pointing out great use of lighting, editing, and direction. Free Fire is a gritty, violent, and humorous good time. See it. For my full reviews of these and all the movies worth seeing or skipping, check out my website, ryanjreviews.com.
Thanks for that review, Ryan. Another movie came out over the weekend is Unforgettable. This dramatic thriller starring Katherine Heigl and Rosario Dawson. Fox's William Lashanis has more.
You know, there was a time when I thought we were on the road to getting back together. And I met you.
In the new psychological thriller Unforgettable, Katherine Heigl will stop at nothing to break up her ex and his new fiancée.
I only had David and Lily. You took everything away from me.
It's kind of weirdly freeing to play a woman who is not concerned about the rules of society. You know, she's just getting what she wants by any means.
Take a deep breath.
Her character is also obsessed with her looks, which had Heigl doing some reflecting.
You're worthless, Julia.
Too much value is put on it, you know, too much value. And I'm guilty of it too. I'm just not, nobody did this to me. I do it to myself as well. It's a constant battle to for me to remind myself there's nothing wrong with aging. There is nothing wrong with those wrinkles on your forehead. There is nothing wrong with those wrinkles around your eyes. You are getting older, and that is a blessing.
Thank you, guys.
Cheryl Ladd plays Katherine's very vain mother in the film. Ladd says when it comes to the superficial parts of Hollywood, not much has changed from her Charlie's Angels days.
I think, you know, when you are being photographed as a woman, there is an expectation within our industry that is very unrealistic, and it projects that sort of unrealistic thing to a lot of the world. But I went to the movies to see beautiful people on screen.
And at 38, Heigl says she's embracing getting older.
For men, for some reason, it's just a different thing than it is for women. And I think and you know what, even if I got it all taken care of, my spirit has aged. My soul is different. I don't have that youthful sort of naivete that for whatever reason, the world has decided is attractive. I think it's silly. A woman my age is just as interesting, I think, and if not more so, sorry ladies, sorry millennials, but you know, than a 20-something who has no experience, no real world experience, no wisdom or anything yet.
It's not easy, all this change. I get it. No, you don't.
Oh yeah, looks intense, right? Well, what are your favorite movies? You going to be tuning into any of those? What films have you seen recently? We want to know what you guys are up to. Find us on social media. We love hearing from our Morning Blend viewers. We are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.